originating from the Paradise Trinity.
Yeah.
You want to unravel who these celestial players are, what cosmic roles they fill, and why it matters in the grand scheme of things. I'm with you.
It's like opening a cosmic who's who of the universe. We often talk about the Paradise Trinity, but this excerpt gives us a glimpse into its inner circle, so to speak.
Right. And there are a lot of intriguing names to unpack here.
Yeah.
Trinity teacher sons, perfecters of wisdom, divine counselors, universal censors, inspired Trinity spirits, Havona natives, and paradise citizens.
It's quite a list.
It's like a whole celestial organizational chart.
It is, and the fact that the Urantia book emphasizes that most of these groups have fixed numbers is really interesting.
Oh.
It suggests that even within the vastness of the cosmos, there's this incredible level of order, a deliberate structure to the universe itself.
That's a great point. It's easy to imagine the universe as this boundless, ever-changing expanse, but the idea that these celestial groups are finite, almost like carefully chosen members of a team, really shifts the perspective, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Now let's start with the Trinity teacher sons.
Okay.
What's fascinating about them is that they're the only group originating from the Paradise Trinity that's specifically dedicated to working with the divine sonship, those beings tasked with creating and overseeing universes like our own.
So they're like the ultimate liaisons, bridging the gap between the absolute divinity of the Trinity and the more hands-on experiential realms of the divine sonship.
Exactly.
It begs the question, why is such a bridge necessary? What does it tell us about the relationship between these two levels of existence?
It's a question worth pondering.
Yeah.
Perhaps it highlights that while the Paradise Trinity embodies perfection and completeness, there's also a recognition of the value of experience, of the journey that unfolds within creation. The teacher sons then become facilitators of that journey, sharing the wisdom of the Trinity while also learning from the unfolding drama of the cosmos.
And to think, there are over 21 billion Trinity teacher sons.
It's mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling. Talk about a massive undertaking. Speaking of intricate roles, let's move on to what the text calls the perfecters of wisdom, the divine counselors, and the universal censors.
Okay.
These sound like the ultimate administrators of the super-universes.
They do, don't they? And here's where things get really interesting. The excerpt emphasizes that these beings are wisdom and judgment, not just reflections or representations of those qualities. They embody the very essence of the Trinity's mind and will.
It's almost as if they are the living embodiment of those aspects of Paradise Trinity, operating on a cosmic scale. So we're not just talking about wise advisors. We're talking about beings who are wisdom, who are judgment. But how does that actually play out in the grand scheme of the cosmos?
We'll take the example of the universal censors. The text mentions that even the Ancients of Days, those incredibly powerful and ancient beings who govern the destinies of entire super-universes, won't pass judgment without a universal censor present.
Now, for those who might need a quick refresher, the Ancients of Days are like the Supreme Court justices of super-universes, right?
Right.
They're practically at the pinnacle of the celestial hierarchy.
Exactly.
So, wait a minute, are you saying their decisions aren't final? That even they need some kind of oversight?
Precisely. And it highlights just how vital the role of the censors is. Their presence ensures absolute impartiality, a level of divine perspective that even the Ancients of Days, with all their experience and wisdom, might not fully encompass.
It's a powerful reminder that even at the highest levels of cosmic administration, there's a recognition of the need for checks and balances, for ensuring that decisions are made with the utmost clarity and wisdom.
Indeed, it speaks to the Urantia book's emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things, the idea that even these seemingly separate groups of celestial beings are part of a larger whole, each playing a vital role in maintaining the harmony and order of the cosmos.
It really makes you appreciate the complexity of this cosmic administration.
It does.
But what about the inspired Trinity spirits?
Right.
They seem like a bit of a wild card in this whole setup.
Yeah.
The excerpt even acknowledges that their purpose remains somewhat mysterious even to other celestial beings.
They do, don't they? While the perfecters of wisdom, the divine counselors, and the universal censors have these clearly defined roles and responsibilities, the inspired Trinity spirits operate with a level of subtlety that borders on the enigmatic.
The text mentions that even a solitary messenger, a being capable of traversing the vast distances between universes, could sense the presence of an inspired Trinity spirit, but couldn't quite grasp its purpose. That detail always sends a shiver down my spine. It implies a depth of influence that's beyond our usual comprehension.
It's a fascinating detail, isn't it? And then there's the potential link to the thought adjusters.
Oh, right.
Those fragments of the Father that reside within humans here on Urantia. The Urantia book merely hints at this connection, but it's one that raises more questions than answers.
To think we spend so much time pondering the nature of these celestial beings, their roles in the grand scheme of the cosmos, and here we have this possible connection to our own spiritual development. It's a bit like realizing that the seemingly distant stars are actually influencing the tides of our own planet.
It's a profound thought, isn't it? If the inspired Trinity spirits are somehow linked to our spiritual evolution, does that mean we're more directly influenced by the Paradise Trinity than we realize? Are these spirits working in conjunction with the thought adjusters, subtly guiding us towards our highest potential?
It's certainly a possibility that the excerpt leaves open, and it makes you wonder, what other mysteries are hidden within this intricate web of celestial beings and their cosmic roles? Now, before we get too caught up in the enigma of the inspired Trinity spirits, we should touch upon the Havona natives and Paradise citizens.
Excellent point. These groups residing in the central universe of Havona and Paradise itself represent the pinnacle of spiritual attainment. They exist in a state of near-divine perfection. Their very beings, a testament to the transformative power of the universe's evolutionary journey.
And yet, even within these realms of seemingly absolute perfection, the excerpt hints at the possibility of change. It mentions that the population of Havona might actually fluctuate in future universe ages. That throws a real curveball into our understanding of eternity, doesn't it?
It does. We tend to think of eternity as this static state, a realm beyond time and change.
Yeah.
But what if even within eternity there's this ongoing process of growth, of evolution, of new experiences and possibilities unfolding?
It's a mind-bending concept for sure. It suggests that the journey of spiritual growth and cosmic discovery never truly ends, even for those beings who've reached the very heart of creation. And, this whole conversation about the ever-evolving nature of the cosmos makes me think about the inspired Trinity spirits in a new light. Well, we've been so focused on their mysterious nature, the fact that even advanced beings struggle to understand their purpose. But maybe that mystery is part of the point. Maybe their influence is meant to be subtle, to operate below the level of our conscious awareness, prompting us to look deeper, to question our assumptions, to remain open to the infinite possibilities that the universe holds. That's a fascinating perspective. It's like these inspired Trinity spirits are encouraging us to embrace the mystery, to trust in the process, even when we don't have all the answers.
Exactly. It's a reminder that true wisdom isn't about possessing all the knowledge, but about remaining open to the unknown, to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our current understanding.
It's a humbling thought, isn't it? Even amidst this grand cosmic tapestry of celestial beings and their intricate roles, we're being invited to play our part, to embark on our own unique journeys of discovery.
And it circles back to one of the Urantia book's central themes, doesn't it? That the purpose of existence is to grow, to evolve, to become more and more like the first source and sender. And perhaps these inspired Trinity spirits in their own subtle way are helping to guide us towards that ultimate goal.
So where does this leave us? What are some key takeaways from our exploration of these Paradise Trinity-Origin beings?
Well, for me, it reinforces the idea that the universe is a place of incredible order and purpose, even amidst its vastness and complexity. There's a structure here, a hierarchy of beings, each playing a vital role in the grand scheme of things.
It's like a cosmic symphony, with each group of beings contributing their unique notes to the music of creation.
Precisely. But it's also a symphony that's constantly evolving with new melodies and harmonies emerging as the cosmos continues to unfold. And we as human beings inhabiting this tiny planet on the outskirts of a vast universe are very much a part of that grand symphony.
We're not just passive observers in this cosmic drama. We have a role to play, a journey to embark upon, and perhaps with the guidance of those enigmatic inspired Trinity spirits, a destiny that's more interconnected with the actions of the Paradise Trinity than we could ever have imagined. It's a truly awe-inspiring thought to end on, don't you think?
I completely agree. It reminds us that while we may never fully comprehend the intricacies of the cosmos, we are nonetheless an integral part of its unfolding story. And that's something worth reflecting on as we continue our own individual journeys of spiritual growth and cosmic discovery.
It certainly is. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, the universe is full of wonders waiting to be unveiled.